Hello and welcome to the Point to Rise show. This is your host, Susanne, former international ballerina that found her passion in mindset, business, and technology, and is today the founder of Rise Media. It is my purpose to use all the experiences of my past to create a better, financially sustainable future for the performing arts industry. And that starts with every single one of us. I believe that being you is your superpower. And I am here to guide you, empower you, inspire you, and give you all the resources you need to rise above what you think you're capable of. Every week, I'll bring you free shows featuring guests, collaboration, and mini episodes to ensure that you have the support in your journey as a performer. I want you to know that you are not alone. So stop chasing and start creating. Your success starts now, here with you. So let's go. Welcome to Cultivating Happier Dancers, where we bring you stories from our days in the studio, the science behind it, and the how-tos, how you can implement it in your own studios. Welcome, Michelle and Kristin. I'm so happy we're doing this. Today is our first episode of Cultivating Happier Dancers. Let's start with a short intro because this is our teaser. So you all get to know us, you all know why we're here, what we're doing, and why is this so important to us.
Yeah, I'll start. Okay, so my name is Michelle Kristin, and I am one of the weird multi-hyphenates in the world of dance. I've been a ballet dancer, a musical theater dancer, an educator, a writer, and now I'm doing a lot of things with Danscend, and we're so excited to be here with you. I started out as a ballet dancer and then moved through to the musical theater world for almost a decade and have been teaching dancers for almost 30 years. And one of the things that I have found throughout my years and years of being in the studio is that the way dancers think is much more important than what they're doing with their bodies. And so I now believe that this is the most important thing to share with people that are coming up now, learning in the dance world, because it's going to make a huge difference in their lives. So I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
And I'm the other half of Danscend. My name is Kristin Dice. Michelle and I met almost 10 years ago. Crazy.
Yep.
We worked together at a college teaching dancers, and recently we started Danscend. So for my history, I was also a bunhead, and I trained very, very strictly in ballet, and that was supposed to be my roadmap until I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. From there, it was sort of just a big, oh my gosh, what's happening? What is my body doing? How come it can't do the things that it was supposed to do? And it was like running up against a brick wall, trying to hoping that I'd get through it someday, right? And then my life took me in many different directions. I got a bachelor's in history. I got a master's in history. Then I went and got an MFA in dance and performance and choreography because I missed dance. And I realized that there was more to dance than just Balanchine technique. And I've been really passionate about teaching ever since. And I sort of came into this realization about mental health based on my own journey and how much it would have really, really, really helped me as a young, struggling dancer and artist and human. It wasn't something that was talked about a lot. And I still, to this day, struggle with a lot of things that I went through when I was younger. So Michelle and I started Danscend, and we really want to make it more of a conversation. We want dancers to understand that their minds affect their bodies. It makes them a better dancer. It makes them a more whole human. And at the end of the day, what's most important is it makes you healthy. And it gives you a sense of power and empowerment over yourself and your life and how you're feeling and how you're doing. So that's me. And we're so happy to be here with Suzanne.
Hey,
Yay!
yes, you know me. I know. I hope so. Well, my name is Susanne Michelle. I am what am I? I'm a lot, multi-passion for sure. Used to be a bunhead too, grew up in Germany, went through the reins of a Russian school, had my dream job at 18 and really didn't like it because I didn't have that mindset training at all. But I didn't realize it until my late 30s, actually, that that's really what I wanted to do. I worked in corporate America. I had my own 7-figure businesses. And now I'm the host of this podcast, Point to Rise. I love collaborating. I am in the startup of Rise Media, which is here to accelerate the path and the transition to sustainability in the performing arts. So more to that later. However, I am super passionate about this change and this collaboration that we have formed, because I don't know how many times the three of us all ended up in the same sentence, and that was, I wish I would have known that when I was going through this. When I was dancing, when I was training, when I was in the companies, the moments when we were standing in the wings and wondered why we're still here and we're more afraid to step on that stage and the consequences of making mistakes than actually enjoying the journey. I think this is why we're, here to change that and to show all of you that mindset is not to be just brushed off. It's not to be just laughed at. It is something that is so imperative that it's time that we're looking at it and we're really taking care of us as a whole, as a person, versus just, I'm putting that in hyphens, being a dancer. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
jump
I think,
in. Yeah,
yeah,
let's go.
And I also just want to say, like, we realize now that the culture of the dance world, it needs some help. We need some help teaching dancers and empowering them today. And the best way to do that is to educate educators. So Cultivating Happier Dancers, I think, is really exciting that it gives actionable tips for dance teachers, dance educators to use in the classroom to even begin to start the conversation around mental wellness.
Beautiful. I love it. Because we talked about why we're doing is what this podcast is all about, right? And what we really wanted to hone into is also why it is so important to collaborate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I would just say, especially if trying to make a difference in the world, when you're one drop of water, I won't say water because I'm being true to myself. I'm from Philadelphia. When you're just one drop of water in a huge ocean, it can feel sometimes a little disheartening. And how do you change the world when you're one voice among many? Well, you bring many voices together, right? You get those other drops of water, and you form that ocean together. And that is really, we're here to change the culture in studios, on stages, in companies, in the public eye about dance. And that cannot happen one person in a corner in a dark room shouting, hoping someone will hear. So if we're all coming together and we're all sharing experiences, people understand they're not alone. People understand their experiences aren't actually that unique, which is beautiful, because it wasn't you. There was nothing wrong with you, right? All of us had so many similar experiences. And so the more we can start to own our own individual journeys and communion with each other, the larger, more powerful, louder our voices become. And that's how we change the world.
That was so beautiful. And I want to end this collaboration topic off with a little quote or a little thought that Adam Grant has posted just so lovely and timely a few days ago. So he said in his post, in my grad school, on my first major paper, I wanted to include 2 undergraduates as co-authors. An advisor told me it was a mistake. I agreed and co-authored the paper with 5 undergrads instead. sharing credit with others takes nothing away from you. And I think this is something that I did not realize until actually stepping into the space of service and helping to ignite the change that, yes, stronger, we're always together. We're good by ourselves and we're great when we're doing things together. So I am so excited about this. Like, I have the best time talking to you guys. I feel so elevated and always inspired when the three of us get together. So any closing words? Because otherwise we are going to
jump right in.
Let's do it.
Now we're gonna cut this introduction podcast off. More episodes to come. Thank you for joining us. And we are launching episodes every Thursday. So watch out, check out our Instagram. The best way you can support this, the best way you can be part of this change is not only implementing what we're asking or what we're talking about and digging deep into your own life, but also by sharing the biggest takeaway, what really spoke to you, what inspired you. Share it on your Instagram, on TikTok. It doesn't matter. Send us a DM. How can we help you? That's really what we're here for. And just tag us. So, and subscribe to this podcast and share it with just one person that you think could really find help with this. Okay, we're sending you so much love, you guys. Thanks for being here. Till next time. Bye.
Yay.
Bye.